Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this week's deck profile videos, we're going to be introducing the nostalgic versions of Dragonic Overlord for Dragon Empire / Kagero and Vanguard Dragon for Chaos Sanctuary / Shadow Paladin. Now in this first video, we're going to be doing the Dragonic Overlord deck profile, introducing it for D series. To be very quite frank with you, this deck is not what I really want to think about right now, because when I hear Dragon Empire, I hear mainly Nirvana and Basagra, the new Dragon Empire card, or right deck for Dragon Empire. But seeing as though the Dragonic Overlord and Vanguard Dragon have become part of the D series now, and I'm pretty sure Kai has become an old man, like in his 40s, and so is Ran Suzuki. I'm pretty sure they've got married and have kids by now, and they've retired from Vanguard completely. But if they ever appear in the anime of Overdress, I'm pretty sure these are the versions of the decks that they will play respectively. Because Dragonic Overlord is the avatar of Kai, while Vanguard Dragon, or Blaster Dark, is Ran Suzuki. But in this video, we're going to be doing Dragon Empire's Dragonic Overlord. I'm doing this for two reasons. This one is not only for inspired by Kai in how he was with Dragonic Overlord, but it's also in tribute to my best friend Jane Storm, who I call one of the original Dragonic Overlord players here in real life. He and I have been very good friends for a very long time. We've become very close, and in some ways developed some sort of a little bit of a rivalry between our decks. Mine was Lukier, his was Overlord, so we just did that respectively. So this is my little tribute to Jane Storm, and letting him know that I've branched out more for Dragon Empire and see what happens. So with that being said and done, Jaden, if you're watching this, don't beat me with an ugly stick quite yet, please, because I'm doing the best I can here. Anyways, so let's start with the right deck. Of course, the right deck is an essential. So we're going to start with Lizard Runner Undeux for grade 0. Embodiment of Armor Bahr, which for grade 1, which I'll go ahead and read his effect. When this unit is wrote upon by Nahallum, Counterblast 1, search your deck for up to one grade 1 card, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So this will help you get actually a complete guard or another a grade 1 that you probably need for your deck. So that's another good thing. Also, for rear guard ability, when your opponent's attack hits, this unit gets plus 5,000 power at the end of the turn. So that's all it pretty much does. Oh jeez, some crackers. Fuck. Oh, I'm dropping shit today. Oh my. Okay. But next we also got Dragon Knight Nahallum. He's a classic staple in Toshiki Kai's deck. And his skill is, when this unit is wrote upon by a unit with Overlord in its card name, this card call this card to rear guard. I'm like, fuck, I can't even speak today. I just got off work, you guys, so I apologize for that. And his active skill is a 1-turn thing. If you have a Vanguard with Overlord in its card name, Soul Blast 1. And this unit and all of your Vanguards get plus 5,000 power in the end turn. So your Overlord and Nahallum are the only ones that can get that effect. So that's pretty much all it. Finally, for our main boss of the deck, Dragonic Overlord himself. So I'm pretty sure this Overlord is the same version from the first series, but let me just double check again. So as a Vanguard rearguard skill, during the battle this unit attacked a rearguard, your opponent cannot call cards from their hand to the Guardian Circle. Okay? So it's only the Vanguard that you need to guard, while the rearguards you can't guard with it. So sucks to suck. It's a 1-turn thing. When this unit attack hits, Counterblast 1 and discard a card from your hand. Stand this unit, it gets drive -1 and to the end of the turn. So I think that's the everlasting eternal flame attack of the apocalypse attack. So that is the natural ride deck for this for Dragon Empire. This is technically the third ride chain for this deck. There's going to be a fourth one coming out, which is going to be Basagra, and that belongs to Mireille herself, who's also a villain. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My woofy wanted to say hi. So, anyways, for grade zeros, this okay. So now for the main deck, and this is 46 total right here. So for trigger lineup, we're playing 4 heals, 3 draws, 4 crits, and 4 fronts, and 1 over trigger. Now you all can argue with the fact that this might be a bad build for some of you who play Dragonic Overlord, but this is the best that I can muster, and I feel like it can be a little better, but that's just me. Everybody's entitled to their own personal playstyle. So now I'm going to reveal them to you. I'm playing 4 Blaze Maiden Rona for the heal triggers, and yes, I'm using the trial deck versions because my holo versions are meant for Nirvana or Basagra. So that's what's going on right now, and don't be ashamed of it. 3 copies of Blaze Staff Monk Chokusha. So for drop power. I mean, I could have the option to put 3 criticals in here if I wanted to, but you know, we'll see what kind of happens at this point. 3 Blaze Maiden or 4 Blaze Maidens Zonne. And yes, I playing a lot of Blaze Maidens in here because if you think about it, they're no different than the Dragon Maids that we had in the VGs and the original series. So they're no different from them. They're just future generations. Next, I'm playing 4 fronts, and that's Blaze Maiden Parama. Due to the fact that she has that extra skill that if you have a Vanguard in play, or if your opponent has a crazy Vanguard, then this unit gets plus 5,000 power in addition to the shield. So that's 20k power. And of course, we're playing the over trigger, which is Dragon Deity King of Resurgence Dragveda. So we just got that over trigger right there, and it gets it chooses one of your units, and it gets 100 million power into the end of the turn. And then choose a card, choose one of your vanguards, and it stands it. So this is perfect for technically for Dragonic Overlord for extra attacks. So that is still a pretty good thing. Unless your opponent has a complete guard, then yeah, you're totally fucked. But so far, I think that's a perfect combination to what the other ones are capable of doing. So yes, this is that's my grade 0 lineup. For grade 1 lineup, I'm playing, of course, 3 Embodiment of Armor Bahrs. Then we're playing 4 copies of Dragon Monk Gojo, which is one of the cards that Kai loves the most. And with his new skill is rearguard only. When the Vanguard's attack this unit boosted hit, retire this unit and counter charge once. So you can easily do a counter blast, and if it works, goes through, you can rest this unit or retire it and put and flip 1 damage over. So it helps you refuel your counter blasting a little bit better. So that's why. Then for copies of Stealth Dragon Togachirashi. Togachirashi is a very good card. If I had to double check this effect carefully, but I do like its effect. When this card is discarded from hand during your turn, you may put this card into your soul. So this will help you get a soul blast off pretty easily, or just discard it for like Dragonic Overlord's right chain, I guess. And of course, we also have, so since we don't have Bahr, we have Twin Buckler Dragon for our complete guards. So we got 15 yeah, so 15 grade 1s here in this deck for the main deck. If you want to count the other ones, so that'd be technically 16 grade 1s. So it's no different than the trigger lineup itself. And next for this deck, we're also playing 7 grade 2s, so 8 grade 2s altogether for the whole deck, but 3 grade 2s. So we're playing 3 Nahallums, and then we got 4 copies of Beserk Dragon. So what Beserk Dragon does, this new one, is when this unit attacks, if you have Vanguard with Overlord in its name, this unit gets plus 5,000 power into that battle. Then Counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rear guards and retire it. So apparently this is like the same effect from the very first Berserk Dragon, apparently. So they brought back the nostalgic of it a little bit. So that, again, this is great, because this is the kind of deck I think Kai would still play even in the Overdressed series. So he may be an old man, so is Ren, but hey, it works. It works. So you can never let go really much of the nostalgic, apparently. And unfortunately, PBD and Overlord are the only 2 nostalgic decks that we have in Overdress at the moment. So in the future down the line, if they release more, I'm hoping to God they release Lukier, because, oh wait, I forgot. In the collection, the new collection that we're getting, the V-Series collection, we're going to be having Lukier Reverse and her servants, Marichika and Anna. Yeah, Emily, I think so. Yeah, they're coming in from that set. I'm looking forward to getting those cards. So for grade 3, of course, we're playing 3 Overlords because we need to in order to continue the Persona reliability. 2 copies of Penetrate Dragon Tribash, and we all know this card's been used too much in the Eugene build I did have, because Eugene to me is a mix between Tachikaze and Narukami, all together, while Kagero is just, well, Kagero. But then again, Kai did manage to mix in some Narukami with Kagero before, so, that's get the gist of things. And then finally for grade 3, we're playing 3 orders, which is going to be Sunlight Punishment. Sunlight Punishment is a good card for Overlord because of how much retirement skills it can be. So you can counterblast 1 or more cards, choose one of your opponent's rear guards for each counterblast paid for this card, and retire it. So if you can pay 3 counterblasts, I know that's a big risk, but you can pay 3, you can kill off 3. So to me, this is not a big problem at all. It's just you gotta have a certain amount of resources for this deck. So that's kind of why I think Gojo is an essential at 4, just because of that ability alone, which is a great thing to have. So, yeah. Anyways, you guys, that is my conclusion of Dragonic Overlord deck profile. I hope, shout out to Jaden Storm for, give me a chance to try out the deck and let me have my thoughts on it and see what kind of happens. So, yeah, guys, I hope you guys had a great time with this video, and I'll see you guys next video. And I'm Siren Frost, signing out.